now let us see why do we use machine learning. Well, machine learning helps us to predict better. Okay, so it it is an approximately knowing what is going to happen in future, like as discussed before. So machine learning helps us to make better prediction. So it is like knowing the approximately what is going to happen in the future. So almost every field now uses machine learning. So let us discuss few of them in detail. So over here, the first thing is stock market prediction. So in the recent years, everyone has started investing in stock markets. Also checking with respect to what exactly is happening with respect to markets. Everyone wants to book profit. So at that scenario, they want to predict what exactly is going to happen. So you can create a machine learning which will be uh, giving you all these insights. Okay, so even market, I'm not sure how familiar are you, but the only thing what I can tell you is the stock market is always like profit and loss. So basically, it's not like profit and loss. Rather, it will be like ups and downs for that particular day or a month or whatever you can calculate. So you just want your machine to predict whether it's gonna go up or it's gonna go down. Okay. So again, stock market predictions are not like with respect to accuracy, it is a little difficult. And the next step, the second type is recommendation systems. So entertainment and sales. So as I had earlier mentioned, so the recommendation systems will be recommending based on your a few of the things like previous orders, everything. So a machine learning will be getting a grasping a past pattern on what exactly you are searching, what you are trying to gain, and what is the best product to recommend you so that it will be a best fit, and also it will be a very good when it comes to the like whoever is the e-commerce holder. So one example is e-commerce. So recommendation system can be in many things. Even YouTube algorithm is like that. So based on your search histories or watch history, the recommended system will generate. Need not to be limited just for that. Even there are so many other scenarios. So again, we'll discuss that in detail also later. And next is customer segmentation. So previously I was mentioning we'll be learning some kind of learning known as clustering. So clustering, like segmenting customers. So clustering comes under over here itself. So basically here what we'll do is we'll be categorizing people into different segments. Okay, so basically people over here says about customers. So whoever is the consumer of the products. So based on that you will be recommending to these peoples. Okay, so this is like kind of a competitive segment. So the segment that customers into various groups. So this is like from the company's point of view. Okay, so whoever is like is providing service or products to the customer. So the company needs to have this one. So he needs to segregate and separate the customer segments on basis of few factors. So again, you can ask what are the factors over here. So the factors can be like attributes and characteristics. So again, we'll discuss in detail about that later. And next is fraud detection. So basically, an example over here is insurance. So randomly, a person calls you up and tells there is a very good offer today. If you just take this insurance, you will be like covered with so and so amount of money. So you're not sure whether it is from a genuine one or from a fraud one. So maybe you can create a machine learning which can just tell you a recommendation whether it is a genuine or a fraud. So again, we'll discuss that in detail. So let us walk through one by one. Okay. So again, it is more like what I have already discussed. So we'll quickly go through it. So stock market is the first thing what we'll be dealing from. So basically here stock market has a huge variation in prices every second. Okay, every single second, and tons of generated on daily basis. Okay, so here it's not limited to one stock, but it will be having a lot of stocks. So many companies has many stocks. So based on that, again, like that's why we will be having tons of generated data every day. So understanding the data, deriving useful information and patterns, and then making a prediction on the is one of the use cases of machine learning. So basically, like if at all we can build a machine which can predict a bit better when it comes to stock market prediction than the generic one. Okay, so that will be very good. Okay, so as we all know, the stock market has a huge variation of prices in every single second. So to we have to build a machine such a way that it will understand better and implement create one of the best predicting. So then definitely you will be booking profits a lot. So this is one of the use cases. Okay, so all the stock market prediction apps you can find open source or paid ones or whatever it is. So they are creating a machine learning and they are trying to make profits out of it. So something like that. So again, forget about the business part. So here you just can understand machine learning. One of the key machine learning application is stock market price prediction. So basically here you can just a image showing whether like about the stock market. Okay. So next, recommendation system. So if a particular program that we have to write is written for the recommendation program that works perfectly. Okay, so let me just reframe. So if the particular program that we have written is for recommendation system program that works perfectly, then GIF can be like then we can find out with respect to what exactly the person is looking for. Okay, and just consumes them without thinking twice because he or she will be liking them. So basically the recommendation system is like a made up of programs, so can judge based uh, on the basis of how appealing are they to the customers. So the best example which I was telling earlier is like Amazon and Flipkart giving a recommendation system based on few programs. So they have a lot of recommendation systems. So it will be like again improvised daily. So this is the other this one, and it works perfectly. So then the GIF on the right comes over here. So there is a GIF missing over here. Just ignore it. So it is nothing but a lady who was trying to do shopping. Okay. So customer segmentation. So this is a competitive segment, as I had told before. So it is like for the company's point of view to segregate and separate customer based on few factors. So again, what are the factors? Again, we can decide with respect to different factors like small or big. Okay. So like you can identify like a person, whether it is a person or an elephant also. So maybe a toys or something like that. So at that scenario, you can have like to differentiate between the person and a elephant. You can just look at the arms and legs, or you can tell two arms, two legs is like kind of again the structure is small, is definitely a human being, and if you are dealing with an elephant, definitely you will be having a huge four legs. Okay, so a small example with respect to when it comes to this one. So that is an elephant. So this is how the customer segmentation will be done. So that's like based on some kind of characteristics. The segregation is done over here. So here we are just differentiating them with respect to color. Okay. So this is one of the another huge uh, machine learning aspects what is been used over here. So one of the best applications where machine learning is used. And next is fraud detection. Okay, so here fraud detection again, like it is quite common to get like people trying to fool you around for your this one. So the system will predict if a particular transaction seems to be fraud or not. So basically, maybe source of it or something like that. It can look up whether it is a genuine ID or non genuine ID. So many things will be there. And next is with the advancement of technology, this topic has gained a lot of attention. Okay, so it has become normal transactions are very difficult to differentiate from fraudulent ones as the days pass on. So machine learning comes over here. So again, if you are familiar with respect to if apps, open source apps, as I wanted to mention app known as Truecaller. Okay, so uh, over there also they will just tell fraud. So based on like even with respect to fraud detection over here can be I might be reporting a number genuinely or not. Okay, so even that can be done. So based on that also they it can be like whether my feedback is genuine or fraud, or giving fraud reviews and all. So there are so many things. It's just not limited to insurance. Okay, fake reviews or something for an application. So all this can be done. And here you can see with respect to human beings also whether an identity is holds true or not. Okay, so many things can be done, can come under this fraud detection. Okay, so now we'll get started. Okay, so what exactly we are looking at with respect to getting started. So I think we'll be having this getting started part from the next video.